Welcome to Wax Off. My name is Robina Rayasat and I'm a hearing aid audiologist. I'll be talking through our earwax removal videos, so let's see some wax. This patient, let's call him Eddard Stark. We're starting off with the left side here, and Ned really felt this ear was blocked up. You can see from the view lots of light coloured wax, and in places the keratin almost looks like a very distorted eardrum, but that pinky area at the bottom shows that it's a gap through to the eardrum. I'm gathering all of the keratin in one place, and suddenly it gets transported straight into the tube. As I've gone back in here, the noise from the suction was a little too much, so I've switched to a fine end now. Gently trying to get that wax into one place so that the suction on the end of the probe increases enough to pull it all out, and it's doing a very good job. Some of the keratin is coming away very nicely here, and that's gone straight into the tube again. So I've gone back in here, and suddenly the probe picks up a huge piece of keratin, and I'm freezing the frame here to show you just how big it is, almost looking like a little ribbon in some places. Another still of the emerging keratin layer which has just come off. And a still shot from the other side also. And lastly, for the left side, a small bit of keratin on the left hand of the screen here, which I'm going to attempt to remove. Gently prising it away on the end of the probe. And it's come away there. This ear shows the importance of oiling. Eddard Stark really did oil, and he used bicarbonate of soda drops also, which really made the whole procedure very, very easy. It makes it comfortable for the patient, and also the pieces of dead skin and wax also come away really beautifully. So just a bit of tidying up going on here. And you can see the eardrum from this shot quite nicely. It's a little bit red, but that's because we've been carrying out the procedure. And sometimes when the patient is oiling quite heavily or putting in drops, the inside of the ear becomes a little bit more red. Here is the final shot of the left ear post-procedure. It always amazes me just how beautiful the eardrum can be once the wax blockage has been removed, and although this is a little red, it certainly is a beautiful looking eardrum. A 360 view here just to check that there is no wax left in there, and we are complete with this ear. Now we're seeing the right side on the screen, and although at first glance it looks like this is okay and doesn't need to be removed, I'm really glad I did, because there was a lot more keratin and wax hiding behind this peripheral wax than I initially thought there was. So the fine end has been used here, and the first piece comes away easily there. Here you can see just how big the keratin is behind all of that. It didn't look like much, but when it comes out, you can see it's quite a big piece. Lots of little skin pulls here, quite transparent. It's quite sticky as well, this wax, which shows it's obviously been oiled quite nicely, but it's fresh in comparison to some of the other videos where it's not been in the ear for very long. The last procedure that Edard Stark had with me was approximately 10 months ago. So this is all built up over the last 10 months. This piece of keratin looks like it could extend quite deep into the ear canal. And you can see lots of little bubbles of oil underneath that wax keratin layer. And that's about where it will stop. Some more tidying up going on here. Trying to get to that roof area as that wax keratin is peeling off really nicely, so I suspect there is a little bit at the top. The angles are always very difficult right at the top of the ear canal, especially if the patient is seated, which Ned was. But I think that's attached to the probe quite well there. The final attempt at the roof of the ear canal here. And there we have a little bit more coming away. I did try to get the large, long hair there, which looks like two hairs in some places, but it's not. It's one big, large hair, and it's okay to leave that in there because that will migrate out slowly by itself. So here is the final shot of Ned Stark's right eardrum. And again, I really have to say Ned Stark has the most beautiful eardrums. Look at the colour on that. It's textbook, mother of pearl, beautiful colour, beautiful transparency, good light reflexes on it as well. So everything is exactly the way that I expect it to be. So thank you so much for watching episode 22 of Wax Off. I'm really enjoying making these videos, and last week I asked everybody where they are from. I was really surprised that there's not many people from the UK itself. I'm from Birmingham in the UK, and I would love to know if there is anybody else in Birmingham that's listening in the UK. But I want to thank everybody from everywhere that is watching. I really appreciate your views. Please continue to like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you in the next one.